week of practices in the books so far for the Eagles at training camp. So what has been the biggest takeaway that we've seen? We're going to discuss what stood out about the defending champs. The Birds are banking on young guys to step up this season. We'll take stock of a couple of players in the trenches playing their way into major roles. Plus the latest look at the Eagles' odds of repeating. What could possibly stand in their way? As we welcome you here to Birds Huddle, presented by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Alongside Barrett Brooks, I'm Amy Fiddle. A bit of a reprieve for the Eagles today. It was another hot one, but they just had a walkthrough, no media availability. So, B, when you had days like this, how nice was it to get a little off time? Like, yeah, you're still there, but you're not in pads, you're not even in shells.
Well, let me say it's not actually a walkthrough. It's actually a run and sprint through. You still got to sprint to your spots. You got to go hard while you're out there with the reps. It's like a regular practice, but they're just getting there and they're not really physically blocking and tackling all that type of stuff. It's a real brisk type of run through what they're doing.
All right. It's a run through.
Yeah, it's a run through. It's not a walk through, it's a run through.
Yeah. You better be on your toes through. All right, let's check out our three-point stance presented by Toyota. First up, your biggest takeaway week one into camp is that there's nothing close to resembling a Super Bowl hangover for the Eagles. What?
Yeah, exactly. This team came ready to play. They came in shape, and the first thing I start off with is Jordan and Jordan, the two biggest guys on the team. 6'8", 370 pounds. My guy Jordan Mailata comes in 6'8", 350 pounds. And then you got Jordan Davis, 6'7", 6'6". He's usually around 350, 355. He comes in 330. So that means in their mind, they're processing, we have to be elite going into this season. We're not worried about the Super Bowl. There's not going to be a Super Bowl hangover. It's just us getting down to business, understanding that we are not defending a Super Bowl. We are going out there and wanting to whoop some tail and play hard and just do it the old-fashioned way with hard work. And I love that aspect of the game. They come in physical. They came in shape. They're running around. There's not a lot of mistakes being had out there. They're mentally in shape to go out there and play, physically in shape to go out there and play. All these things leading them up to being one of the best teams in the NFL. They already had the best roster. Now they're looking at, them going in as prepared as they are. This is one of the things, that I like about this Nick Sirianni-led team. They are ready to play. They're going about their business. Mm-hmm. The culture is set, and they're vibing in that culture. Everybody's on board. Everybody's bought into the system. So this is a great opportunity for this team to go out there and, dare I say, repeat. Yeah, I'll say it. They don't have to say it. I'll say it. They might repeat just because they came in ready to play. They've crossed all their T's, dotted all their I's, and are ready to come in and play.
Oh, to that end, Tyler Steen is the subject of our second stance. He's running away with the right guard job. Jeff Stoutland spoke about the third-year pro's performance yesterday. Take a listen.
He played a lot of football last year. You got to realize he played like 450-something plays. So I think that helps a player develop confidence. And he's acting that way right now. But there's definitely things we've identified some things to work on. Today was a big day for Tyler Steen, in my opinion. He did some things that I've been talking to him about, and he executed them, and he did a good job.
I mean, Barrett, you just mentioned it. Stoutland knew exactly how many snaps that Steen has taken. That's obviously he's been impressing the coaches. What impressed you?
I mean, first couple of days, he didn't really look like he wanted to take the position. I was kind of disheartened a little bit because, I expected, great things out of Tyler Steen. He's in. This is his third year being on this roster. He had a lot of snaps, like he said, this year. And I expected him to go out there and just start whooping ass. And I got there, and he wasn't. But these last two practices, he showed me that he is ready to go out there and play. He looked physical. He's out there competing. I mean, you say it's a competition at the right guard position. I didn't think it was a competition. I thought they penciled Steen in as he was going to be the guy. I don't see many guys coming in and taking his reps. I was thinking Green was going to get an opportunity to go in there and get some reps. I thought, Matt Pryor was going to get a couple. And I even saw, the rookie, Holland Pierce go in there and get some reps at the third team and second team, even though he's a tackle. But I don't see anybody coming in and really taking any from him. I guess he needs all the reps he can because he's going in as a starter. And they need to work together in order to get that cohesiveness. You know, your right tackle has to know what your right guard is doing at all times. And it's got to become one of those things where, you know exactly what's going to happen because you had all these reps together and you can see it before it happens. So I just think that, it wasn't really a competition. I think he came in with enough, of the traits that he needed to be a starter. He has all the tangible things you need. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's quick. But he just need that mindset that, all right, I belong as a starter at the right guard position on this Philadelphia Eagles team.
And that's how you make sure it's not a competition, when you have that mindset, and he's really backed it up.
Yes,
Exactly.
All
right, our third stance, Moro Ojomo is going to fill Milton Williams' role on the defense. Williams left, got $104 million from the Patriots, but the Eagles seem confident in Ojomo, so take a listen to him and Vic Fangio on if he's ready for an increased role this year.
100%, right? That's kind of the way the Eagles have gone, right? Hargrave was gone, Milt stepped into that. Milt is gone, and now I'm getting an opportunity.
I think he'll hold up well. He did last year when he played in there. He's a year older, a year of playing significant snaps under his belt, getting reps here in training camp. I think he'll do good.
All right, I mean, you heard them both. They're excited for him. He thinks he's going to do. Anytime Vic Fangio talks about you, you probably hold your breath for a second because you don't know where he's going to go. But he had good things to say about Moro Ojomo. So how much, if any, of a drop-off do you think it will be to have Ojomo in there as opposed to last year when they had Milton Williams?
You guys are on the premise that he's going out there and he's replacing Williams. No, I don't think he's replacing Williams. I think he is a better version of what they needed at the guy opposite of Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
He has shown me that he can wreck shop. Even in practice here, I mean, he has been really going out there and giving it to even the first team guys will tell you, hey, this guy's pretty good. And when you sit back and you talk to guys on the team, everybody in that locker room knows what Moro Ojomo is. They know how good he is. I don't think the rest of the NFL really understands how good he's going to be. Man, it's going to be hard, really sitting this guy and having somebody opposite, everybody's going to be focusing on Carter and just have one-on-one blocks with him. This might be a problem for the rest of the NFL because he has shown quickness, he's shown power, he's shown that he's going to be a very, very good player. And this is earlier than Williams showed when he first got here. So my expectation for him, that he's going to come in as a dominant player. And, he's going to cut down a lot of other guys' reps, especially on third down. So he's going to be somebody that's going to be really special as his time progresses and he gets more and more skill, more and more time, more and more reps and playing against guys in the NFL. They're going to take notice of him. They're going to definitely take notice of him.
I think he might be, seems like you're giving him really high praise. Better than Milton Williams?
I think he will be better than Williams. It took Milton Williams to his fourth year.
Yeah, okay.
This is his second year. Yeah, he's already hit the schedule.
High praise. Let's check out the playbook now, presented by Supercuts. When we return, we're going to play a game of Who Said It? Bear's going to guess who's saying some of the interesting things so far at Eagles training camp. We will not tell him who until after he guesses. Plus, Ruben Frank checks in with one player who's showing starter stuff so far this summer. And a look at the Eagles' odds to win it all once again this season, plus what could stand in their way. This is Birds Huddle, presented by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL.